Yeah, especially going back to the point of just how wide open the East is. There's not really a clear cut like favorite right now. So I mean, with that being said, it's kind of just wide open for anybody to take at this moment in time. Can't scoff at just like how good Kucherov is. I mean, I remember he was getting flack in the All-Star skills competition a couple years ago because of just how much he didn't care. But I mean, when it's something that actually matters, like an actual hockey game itself, there's no denying the true impact he has. I mean, he's got 61 points already through friggin' 38 games, and then you got Gensel Hagel. I mean, Darren Radish had a hat trick like as a defenseman this past week, and you still got Braden Point and Sorelli contributing. Sorelli's a plus 22 on the ice this year, which is crazy to me. JJ Moser's a plus 32, another one of their defensemen. I mean, I'd have to check exactly what Nick Paul's deal is because I know he's been banged up a little bit here and there. And I mean, obviously, you don't have Victor Hedman. He's only played 18 games this year. So when I look at the East itself and just how wide open it is, I don't see why, like, especially when everybody's healthy, why they don't have the ability to make a push. And if nothing else, you got to just hope that Hedman, he had elbow surgery about a month ago now, like almost coming up on a month. He's supposed to be out of action until the beginning of February. So the fact that they're able to do that without such a good quality defenseman, I mean, you have Nick Paul back now, so that's good. Yeah, just when you look at the team, and then obviously you have Vasilevsky when you got a goaltender like that, plus just the balance of skill that they have overall. I mean, it's hard to say that they don't have all that it takes to make a push toward the finals. And then from there, who knows? At that point, I feel like any team in the East is almost playing with house money based off of just how good you have it out west with the top three teams. Obviously, after that, there's a pretty big drop off as far as like teams and points, but I think they definitely have what it takes to make it there.
All right, so the standings have been updated as we were talking.
Yeah, I
Right
just
now,
saw that.
yeah, they're fourth right now overall in the Eastern Conference. They're behind,
Had some
um,
games finish up
the
while we were
yeah,
recording
yeah,
here.
right. They're behind the Montreal Canadiens, the Detroit Red Wings, and the Carolina Hurricanes. I will say, I think right now at this current juncture, the Tampa Bay Lightning are the favorites in the East
Yeah,
because this is a team that been there, done that
yeah.
versus a Red Wings team that had to find themselves again. Remember, they were great, years past, but they
Kane,
experienced some
Taves,
downturn.
Sosa, yeah.
Montreal Canadiens, the same way, being kind of a playoff team, but just never had that postseason success. We already know Tampa Bay Lightning have gotten it done before.
Mm-hmm.
And, they
Almost
just
like
trying
guys
to,
you still have around, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And
Big.
that's going to kick in at some point. Then I was looking versus the other team, their point differential, they're like plus 34.
Yeah. The next best team in the whole East is at a plus 19. So, I mean, that's something that's hard to look over because that really says a lot as to how convincingly you're beating teams when you're winning games, and the fact that they're on an 8 game win streak right now. They had a comeback win the other night, too. So, I mean, they're really just kind of firing on all cylinders right now, riding this wave. And yeah, I would say personally that I like them out of the Atlantic a lot more than Detroit and Montreal as it stands right now, just based off of the experience that they have. And I mean, we saw what happened with Montreal last year. They kind of weren't ready yet. Who's to say like how they performed this year? I definitely think they're gonna perform better than they did before, like that they did year previous. But I do like what they're how they're playing right now. I mean, the goal differential speaks for itself. They're second in the league, only behind the Avalanche in goal differential. So it's hard to ignore that because I mean, obviously we know how good the Avalanche have been. I mean, they're in their own league. They're plus 70 right now, so they're basically doubling up the second team.
They're still doing the same thing. They're still playing at a high level. They still have I think four players top of the league in plus minus. Like, oh my
I
God.
mean, yeah, when you put all the just team stats together, it makes a lot of sense as to why that would be. It's hard to not have people up there when you have a plus 70 goal differential. I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, the Eastern Conference in the NHL is going to be a dogfight, but I'm all for it. I love parity in sports.